hear me clearly and see me? So for those of you who are part of the winner circle, definitely go ahead and let us know if you can see me clearly and if you can hear me okay, as I'm streaming live. Okay, as I am indeed streaming live, let me know if you can see me and you can hear me. And then if you can do that, if all is well, give me a heads up and feel free to go ahead and start your watch parties. For those of you who do want to share the video at this particular time, you can go ahead and do that. I do see that Lizette, she is on it. All right, Alicia is on it. I'm telling you, these ladies are on it tonight. Good evening, everybody. We are live. It is Monday, June the 3rd of 2019. I'm coming before you live right here on Facebook. We're going to talk more about the Project 5000 campaign. This is where we are equipping 5,000 leaders with a roadmap to their first $1 million, the roadmap. Okay, we're going to share with you some of those steps tonight. Now, we're going to let you know where you can find all of these steps, okay? We'll let you know. And thank you so much, Alicia, for letting us know that you can hear me and you can see me, which is loud and clear. Awesome. So let's go ahead and get started, everybody. So again, I want all of you who are watching this, if you are observing this right now, I just want you to sit for a moment and think about the first time you had this brilliant idea, this one dream that God deposited into your spirit or into your mind, your psyche, right? I just want you to think about that one dream. It could have been a dream that you sat on the shelf. Maybe you had a lot of things going on in your life and you were just thinking to yourself like, man, how is this ever going to happen? And negativity, all these negative thoughts started flooding your mind and you began to cast doubt on that idea or that dream that God has given you. I just want you to think about that for a moment. Try to get that thing, that dream, that goal off the shelf, dust it off, blow that thing off, right? Let all the cobwebs, whatever it is that's on that dream, blow it off, dust it off, do whatever you need to do. But I want you to bring it close to you right now and begin to ponder on it, begin to meditate on it for the next couple of seconds right now. Even if you need to close your eyes, do it. Do it just for a couple of seconds right now. And I'm going to share with you why. I'm going to give you a couple seconds. You see, the reason why I'm having you to think about your goals and your dreams is because in this day and age in which we're living right now, all things are possible. If God gave you that dream, then he knows for a fact that the resources that you need to see that dream manifest and become a reality, those resources are available. And so I'm going to be talking to you tonight. I'm going to talk to you right now just about something amazing that I came across and many other amazing leaders came across. Now, I'm not going to go into the details of it, but some of you may have a dream of becoming a world-renowned speaker. You might want to go about training executive leaders, really how to enhance and grow their sales or help them in their marketing, to really market their products and services, whatever it may be. Whatever your goal is, you might be thinking, okay, well, Lakeisha, how am I going to have the resources, the capital, the people to ensure that it can come to fruition? And I'm just coming here to tell you that, again, it is possible as long as you do a couple of things. And tonight, I'm going to share with them in their marketing to really market their products and services with you more information, okay? More information about how you can tap into some very important resources. You see, before, many of you probably knew about my primary profession because before I started talking about wealth mentorship and things of that nature, you all knew that my primary focus was coaching. I was coaching speakers on how to really launch their speaking business. Now, I still do this, by the way, because that's still my passion. My passion really still is to help speakers to go out there and to see their dream of traveling and sharing their message with the world to become a reality for them. That's still at the core of what I desire to do. However, here's what I came across in this journey of coaching speakers and coaching consultants, okay? I came across the issue of realizing that many of them have the same two common problems. One of those problems is they had a lack of time, right? Because many of them still have their main hustle, which is their job. They still have that 9 to 5 that they grudgingly wake up in the morning to try to go and into that office and fulfill it. And they're pushing themselves to get through the 6 to 9 hours of work that they have to complete. And then by the time they get home and all the other responsibilities they have to take care of, that leaves them with very little energy to even put into their dream and trying to put the pieces together, right, to building a speaking business. And then they're looking like, man, I still have to pay, Sam and Jack and whomever, right? Whatever their responsibilities may be, as far as their bills are concerned, they're having to take care of those things. So then, of course, you come across the issue of a lack of money. So you have a lack of capital or financial resources, and then you have a lack of time. You see, these are the main two issues that I've come across when coaching speakers and consultants about how to really go forward and move in their passion. They can't do it because their time, their focus is elsewhere, and their energy is elsewhere also. So how do you solve for these issues? You see, I started to come across that just a little bit. Now I was bringing in, some passive income, but not as much as I wanted to, right? But I also knew that there had to be something a bit better, something that can move me faster along the path, because I have a 3 and a 6-year-old, right? With that being said, of course, my millennial multimillionaire cousin of mine, Mr. Matthew Taylor, he came across this amazing resource and proceeded to share it with my husband and I. And so hence today, after 2.5 years, we've placed ourselves in position, right? So that our 3-year-old and our 6-year-old will never need to have to work a job ever. Passive income, right? Up to 20 times a month. I know you may be saying, well, Lakeisha, that's crazy. 20 times a month in the home. And I said up to, okay? Up to 20 times a month. And it's possible, and it's happening. We have people who are making $100,000 a month utilizing this very special resource that's at the core of the Project 5000 campaign. And we're going to talk more about this tonight. We're going to talk all about it because there are some people just like you, just like me, who are entrepreneurs who may have been in the corporate world, right? But wanted something better. They have dreams that they want to fulfill. And one of those individuals, we're going to be talking with her in just a couple of seconds. We're about to bring her on. So I'm going to do a little bit of an introduction. I want to say thank you for all of you who put together Facebook, because without Facebook, I probably wouldn't have came across this young lady that's going to be sharing some great information with you, and probably all of the other amazing people who are a part of my inner circle that I am building wealth with. We're all on this journey of building wealth. And so I'm going to bring onto the platform tonight none other than Miss Sharon Shields. So Sharon, let me go ahead and get you in here. Hold on a second. Let's do this. All right, gallery view. There we are. That's a little bit better. So Sharon, go ahead. Share with the people a little bit about, your life a little bit before this amazing resource. And we're going to talk to them about the resource in a minute.
Sure. Hello, everyone. How are you? I am excited and honored to be asked to speak. And I am really looking forward to sharing this information with you. Carrot bars came across my desk actually for a second time. When was it? Probably around September, October of last year. The first time I heard about carrot bars was approximately 5 years ago. And at the time, it wasn't explained to me in a manner that made sense. It wasn't explained to me in a way that indicated it could leave a legacy for my children and my grandchildren and so on and so forth. My grandchildren call me BB, and I want them and my great-grandchildren and my great-great-grandchildren to still be talking about how BB set the family free. When Lakeisha made a post on Facebook, it piqued my interest. It was a simple thing, looking for, are you looking for a way to make more income on the side? It's passive and, build a legacy and saving. And those things were attractive to me at that stage of my life. And I said, me, inboxed her, and now you get the pleasure of seeing my gorgeous.
Wonderful. Now share with us just a little bit of, what were you doing prior? Like, what were some things that was going on prior to you coming across this resource the first time? Like, what was going on the first time you came across?
The first time I was working for a very large financial institution here in Charlotte. It's one of the top 3 in the country. And, Charlotte, North Carolina is a financial hub. And so I was working there and doing exceptionally well, considering that I didn't have a college degree, really had no formal training. I was an administrative assistant at the time, I believe, or had I transitioned? I don't know. I transitioned out of being an assistant into a project leader. And then my final position at the bank was a treasury service advisor, is what the title was. And the bank decided in June of last year that my services were no longer needed.
Mm.
And so I decided that they would not get the opportunity to determine that for me again.
All right.
So,
Like, no.
and not just them, nobody else was going to tell me that,
Yes.
and nobody else was going to determine my self worth. Um, I will be 56 in 2 days, and
Y'all better write that down. Write that down. Write that down. Let me tell you. Younger, younger, younger. I ain't even gonna say nothing. Go.
Yeah, Shondo.
Right now.
But no, I was really at a huge turning point and catalyst in my life, and making some really big life decisions at the time. And I decided, I'm like, okay, Lord, you have been trying to kick me out of the nest of the comfort zone of having a good job and steady pay and blah blah blah. And but as soon as they decided, North Carolina, as a lot of states are an at will state.
Yes.
And if you don't know what that means that at will they can willfully push you on out the door. So I that ambiguity wasn't something I was willing to deal with for the rest of my life. Lord willing, the creek don't rise, as my grandma used to say. I'm gonna be here for another 30 years. So I want to do it my way now.
That's right.
So by the time I ran into Lakeisha's post, I was really primed for something new. Several things had occurred, one right after the other, leading me to believe that it was time for me to step out on faith. And right. And I am not one to believe in coincidence. I really believe that something that comes across my desk twice, there's a reason.
That's right.
And especially something like this. This isn't one of those industries that you hear a lot about. It wasn't like some of the other bigger MLMs that are out there now that I'm not going to mention that I've also been a part of. But this just had a very solid foundation. And the thing I loved about it was there was free to join, no monthly minimums, and our product is money.
Right. Right. Because think about it. With a lot of these MLMs, now keep in mind, everybody, that this resource, this wealth building system provided through Karatbars International is not an MLM. It is an e-commerce company. So what about that particular aspect intrigued you, Sharon? What did that really kind of
Right. It did, because initially I thought it was an MLM just like other ones. But once I got involved and once I really, looked at the videos, and trust me, there's plenty of information out there about Karatbars to confirm any question you want to ask. And I was like, okay, so this isn't normal. This isn't like, where, you, like I said, no monthly minimums, none of those other triggers for me that would have kept me out of pursuing this further. It was a way for me to acquire an asset in my life, not a liability, but an asset at a dollar amount that was comfortable for my current budget.
And that's what I was actually going to get to. Now, what are some of the things that you were just thinking about for yourself that you wanted to take action on? Like, what was it about the assets that made you say, you know what, I have to get more of this. This is something that I have to obtain for myself and my family.
Well, I'm a firm believer, and when God opens a door for you, it's up to you to walk through that. That doorway's fit just for you. And gold is one of those things that is God's money. When I heard that, it spoke to me. When I realized that there were other people out there who were, had been attaining gold and building their wealth and building a legacy for their children and grandchildren and so on and so forth. And all they had to do was just, it wasn't really changing anything I was currently doing. It was just taking the money that I was always going to save anyway. I'm going to save it.
Yes.
So why not save it in something that appreciates in value instead of goes the other direction, like the fiat currency that we currently use. You still got to have it. And I get that. And another thing I love is that this system understands that right now, you're going to be dealing with fiat currency, and it provided a way for you to have that too. If that's what you need right away, or I wouldn't say right away, but if that's what you need, there's a way for you to get that and get your needs met through that chain if you need it. And if not, it's better to just leave it and let it sit. This is a long-term game. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. There were no promises made. You're going to be a millionaire in 30 days. No, you're not. 9 times out of 10, you're not.
Right.
But that's okay. Knowing that you're working towards that is encouraging and inspiring. And, every day, I'm like, I got gold. Mm-hmm. I've never had gold before. And because it was always something that I thought had to come in a big old brick. Right. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, so you mean I can put this in my wallet? Okay. Right. Well, then good.
Right. I don't know if you have some of it on you to show people what
I actually have it in my wallet. If you let me get it, I'll bring it back.
Go on and get it. Now, everybody listen up. One thing that Sharon said that was really, really important for you to understand is that some people say, well, I don't necessarily have what it takes to obtain assets. Well, here's the thing. With this amazing wealth building system, here's what I want to share with you. All it takes is as little as $5. Right? Approximately $5 to get gold. And here's an example. Here's a little example. What this is what we call cash gold, by the way. Right? Mm-hmm. And see, this is 24 karat, and bring a little closer. I don't know how this. Oh, there you go. That's a little better. I gotta adjust. There you go. So 24, the 24 karat even goes with the nail. Look at that. 24 karat, right? This is 1/10 of a gram, everybody. 1/10 of a gram of cash gold. Now, of course, it comes in various sizes. Now, that's $5. This is an asset, an asset that increases in value, that acts as protection. Look, I don't even have, of course, my regular dollars. Man, I might have to go get that. You do the talking.
This.
As a matter of fact, I'll let you talk a little bit about this.
I can do that. I got you. I got you back. I got your back.
All right.
Now, this is the size of a credit card. And this here is a gram of gold also. Karat Bars has come up with the way. This is the front of it. And it's 24 karat, 99.99% pure gold. And it fits into your wallet. I like to carry it because I like to have the gold near me. And, I believe that gold is an attractive metal and that it attracts wealth also. So I keep it with me, and I like to show it to people when I'm talking to them about Karat Bars, and it gives them a visual view of what we're doing. They're like, wait a minute. And, one of the first questions is, what can I do with this? Well, you can take it into a bank, and a bank will give you a line of credit for this. It won't give you a line of credit for much else, but this is pure gold, and banks are glad to take it off your hands. I wouldn't recommend it, but they will do it. Right. And, it's beautiful. It is sleek. It is small. This is the back of it here. And, like I said, it fits right into your wallet. And anytime, I need a reminder of why am I doing this? Or, I start to feeling like maybe I'm not I'm on the right track. I own pure 24 karat gold. And so
that's it.
Yay me.
So she just told you, she just shared with you a little about that gram. That's a gram of classic gold, everybody. Now, right now, of course, gold is being impacted by this thing here. This piece of paper with a little bit of artwork on it. Y'all know what this is. This little piece of paper with the Benjamins, the old presidents on it.
Right.
Do you know that this thing, this thing probably worth about 5 cents right now. I think it's $1. This thing is like worth 5 cents. Okay, it has lost 97%. So you do the math.
Right.
That's 3 cents. This $1 is like 3 cents.
It just doesn't go as far as it used to.
It doesn't.
It just doesn't.
A lot of people. When we went, okay, I can't even say we. Okay, let me correct this. When my grandmother used to go to the food store and used to bring $20 to the food store, and of course I remember, now I'm gonna say my great grandmother, Well, my great grandmother used to go to the store, and I remember this, them dusty roads in South Carolina, right? She used to go to the store $20. Now I used to thought we was set, we was good. We about to go fill up the grocery carts with groceries. It was good, filled up. I bring $20 to a food store. Let's think about a higher end food store, Kroger's or what is another one over here? Harris Teeter.
That's the one. Or Publix.
There you go. Go to these food stores. Okay, a Whole Food store. Go to Whole Food store. Because you gotta eat healthy, right? Go to a Whole Food store and try to fill up that buggy with $20. You will get a soda at the Whole Food store. I'm not kidding you.
It's crazy.
Okay. All right, maybe to be a little bit better if you go to Wally World, if you go to Walmart,
right?
Like maybe 3-4 items for $20. Those Oreo cookies and whatever it is else that you want to get. You might be a little better at Walmart.
Right.
Let me tell you, this is not going to take you but so far. This is what we call fiat currency. Okay, I'm gonna stop moving so much. Fiat currency. Okay, look at what that thing's. Look at what it says up top. That thing, it look a little backwards, but it says Federal Reserve Notes. Google it. Google it, and it's going to let you know what the real deal is. You see, money should be able to sustain itself over time. Real money, the value should be sustainable. Okay, this hasn't. Ever since 1971, former President Nixon, when he took us off of the gold standard, it declined in value even more because the dollar, as you can see, does no longer says backed by gold or supported by gold or this being a certificate backed by gold. It used to have the little gold, little bars on the actual bill. It doesn't have that anymore. Okay? It got some old stamp. Washington, D.C.
And Lakeisha, can I say that in the 12 years I worked for a financial institution, I knew nothing about this. All we were told was that the dollar was decreasing in value. And, I didn't think anything of it. I'm like, oh, it's inflation, it's the times, it's blah, blah, blah. I've learned more about the true value of what real money is, what fiat currency is. I only learned about these things after I left the bank. These are things they don't teach you when you work there because they don't want you to know the truth.
That's why they don't teach you in the university.
Right. I digress, but I just had to say that. I've learned more about money after I left the bank than I did while I was working for the bank for 12 years. So
see, you can work all this time, thinking that you building wealth, right?
Right,
see,
right.
For you'll be able to survive with employment. But if you want to thrive and be successful, build generational wealth, as Robert Kiyosaki, this guy right here, he on the money, okay? He on the money. If you don't have this book, get it. Fake money, fake teachers. Hey, look, you went to the university?
Fake assets.
Fake assets. Fake. Listen, I know you may be saying, well, Lakeisha, how is this dollar fake? If I can get some food, we would need another hour.
Right. To really break it down.
But here's what I will tell you. All right. The wealthy spends this, but they get this and they allow this to work for them. I know it's a little blurry. The light is just
yeah.
Okay. That is what you will want to do. You want to do what the wealthy do to get the results that they get.
Exactly.
You don't keep doing the same things. I'm gonna get another job and another job and another job and another job. Just bounce from job to job to job. Or you think, okay, well, I don't have enough money, so I'm gonna go back to school, get into more debt because they don't give you scholarships really for graduate. Okay, anyway. So you then want to be the skilled professional in your practice. That's what happens when you get a master's degree, a doctorate degree. You become a doctor of a topic or a niche area that's not necessarily going to build wealth for you. You might achieve financial freedom in the sense of making a lot of money, but you may not obtain time freedom, because in
Right.
order for you to maintain that standard of living, right, as a doctor for years and years, and as a lawyer for years and years, you got to keep doing it for years and years. Why? Because you are the system.
Right. Exactly.
You are the resource. But how
Exactly.
about put these things to work? How about get these and put these to work? Put it to work. Let it work for you. And not just this, we're showing you the gold, but this wealth building system, a part of this roadmap to a million, not just only includes gold, but it includes cryptocurrency. Now, Sharon, let me ask you this question.
Go ahead. I'm ready.
What you knew about that damn cryptocurrency before you came across Carrot Bar?
Woo! Oh, the only cryptocurrency I was aware of was Bitcoin. And while I was aware that it had made people, it made a lot of millionaires.
Right, right.
But when it was first introduced, it was like, what is this? I didn't. And I'm honestly still having some difficulty wrapping my head around all of it. But I understand it enough to know
Right.
that it is another form of payment that a lot of, if people accept it, it can be considered a form of payment. That's the bottom line. If
Right.
you can get goods and services for anything, it is considered a form of payment. With Bitcoin, because it was so ambiguous and so new, everybody, like the people that got into it, they got into it as a fluke, really, I think, and they
Right.
became accidental millionaires. So
Right.
when I found out that Carrot Bars not only has cryptocurrency, but is the only one that is backed by gold. All these other cryptocurrencies are backed by nothing,
Nothing.
nada, zip, zero, big goose egg. And these people still became millionaires. So if
Right.
something that is an appreciating asset like gold is backing up this our new KCB and KBC coins,
Right.
that made me ponder
Yeah.
some things.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, if it can happen once, it can happen again.
Right.
And this time it's not an accident. We are planning on increasing our wealth and the wealth for our families. And it's good to be in a mindset where you feel like you're making some progress. While it may not seem, it's like I said, it's not overnight. It's not like going out getting a lottery ticket and overnight you're going to be a multimillionaire.
Right.
But it does show you, I can see the growth. I can see how, gold has a proven track record of increasing in value. And the dollar has a proven track record of decreasing in value. So why not back a winner? That's all I'm doing. I'm backing a winner.
Woo.
And by investing in gold-backed cryptocurrency again, which is the only one on the market,
Right.
we have a niche that is so unique and so unheard of. When it does reach its full potential, and it is nowhere near that yet, and that's what you're doing. You're investing in your future. You're investing in your family's future, and you are worth the investment. You have to believe that you are, and I believe it, and that's how I got it, and that's how I'm going to keep it.
All right. You better know it. Now,
I get excited about this.
let me tell you, it's just amazing. I mean, the system, you position yourself to get an asset that can potentially give you a seat at the table of the wealthy, right? You can put yourself in position to get a little over 1,000 coin, right? That's not on the exchanges yet. You can get it for under $200. And okay, we're not going to entice the people today, but you have an opportunity, to position yourself to be a millionaire, to be a multimillionaire, even with this.
Exactly.
Because of something you decided to do, something as small as utilizing something that you probably would use to buy shoes with.
Right. Or a cup of coffee.
A cup of coffee every single day within 30 days.
I'm just saying.
You blow money on people in
Quick, fast, and hurry.
That's just going to go in and come out. I'm not even going to get graphic with you.
Right.
But you know what I'm talking about. And see, here's the amazing thing too, is that it pays you. The system pays you with with fiat currency, you get paid in euros, and you all of your commissions, right? Because you shared it
Right.
with people to do something that they should be doing anyway. Everybody should be saving. That is a fundamental fact. And we call that paying yourself first.
Right.
So you should be saving in an asset. Okay. And as you're doing this and sharing it with other people, you have the option of building a network. It's optional. Everything is voluntary. And when you're sharing it with people and they're doing the exact same thing that you're doing because you're keeping it simple, you get paid on your very own. And of course, I'm just going to swing it like this so nobody can see you and all that.
Yeah.
So,
That is.
so you get paid on your own card. So, and it's automatically loaded on there, and it holds quite a few thousand. Okay, and once you get to that tier, then you have to upgrade to the different card that'll hold more. Okay, I'm gonna read a couple of things, okay, from this book. I just want you all to hear what the brother, here, brother, you say hear what he got to say. I mean, hear what he has to say, okay?
And we have fun.
We
have fun while we're making money.
If you're not having fun,
right,
you need to quit what you're doing right now. I'm just gonna tell you right now. Don't quit your job.
I wouldn't recommend that.
Don't say, well, Lakeisha said, quit my job. I didn't say that.
Nah.
I need you to have some food to eat, and be able to fund your dream with that job. That's why it's there, to fund your dream. But give that job a deadline. Okay.
Yeah.
Give a deadline. But in this book here, if you don't have it, of course, I got it off of Amazon. So make sure you go on and get that. As the young people would say, go ahead and cop that. That's a little old. So all right. So I'm just revealing my age. So so here's what it says. Here's some questions that some people asked Robert Kiyosaki in his book and his response to it, okay? I'm just going to give you a couple of questions. A question was asked. You state that Bitcoin is a threat to those who print fake money. Who print fake money? Tell me who print fake money. Who the first one to answer that? Okay, anyway. Can you elaborate on the fact that the fake money system continues to tolerate it? Here's what Robert says. The Fed and Bitcoin miners have a lot in common. Both manufacture money. Manufacture, make, create money. That is why cryptocurrencies are a threat to the central bank monopoly on fake money. Boom. Monopoly. Here's another question. Do the rich benefit from employees who have little or no financial education? Let's see the answer to this question.
I could answer that. But anyway, go ahead and let Mr. Kiyosaki do it.
He says, I do not know if anyone benefits from poorly educated people. We all pay for financial ignorance and incompetence in one way or the other. Unfortunately, it is the poor who pay the highest price. Here's another question. What if the government tries to outlaw private gold ownership and confiscate gold as it did in the 1930s? This is a good question. And extend it to silver. Would this make the case to own cheap Morgan and Peace dollars? Okay, that's another form of money. Y'all just listen up. He says this, I am not a financial advisor. That's a very good answer, Robert. Very good answer. I do my best to educate and I share what I've learned, what I do, and what I do not do. You must decide for yourself what is best for you to do. And that's why I want to stop at that particular answer that he gave. You have to do what's best for you. I know this for a fact, and I believe what Warren Buffett says. Warren Buffett says this, if you don't learn how to make money while you sleep, finish that, you will work until you die. Let me ask you this question. How many of you, some of you probably did, how many of you went to bed last night and you made some money? My hair look purple right there. We'll never wear purple hair. Never have, never will. So it's important that you learn how to do this. And with this wealth building system, as we're preparing to wrap it up, With this system, you're going to learn how to make money while you sleep. There are bonuses. There are ways in which we get paid with this system. Again, it's optional. If you don't want to mistakenly make money, it's okay. I'll make it for you. It's all right. I'm just being a 100. I'm just being honest with you. Everybody, listen. The system is free. What you're simply doing is this. Here, let me show you what we're going to do. I'm going to take it right here. I'm going to show you real quick. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. I'm getting it in order. Wait a minute. Let me grab one of these fake dollars real quick. Got too much going on over here. Okay. So what you're simply going to do is this. You're not buying anything. Give the system this. Okay. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Give the system that, and they're going to give you this. Okay. Now it's going to be in your private storage. You're going to have private storage when you open up a free account. Free exchange. Okay. Exchange. Free account in Germany, right? But you can request that some of the money, the gold, gets FedEx to you. Okay, because FedEx is our partner. They're our delivery partner. They've done the research. FedEx wouldn't partner with companies that they don't find legit. Right. That's why, for example, MasterCard. Is MasterCard is a partner. They're our payment partner. Okay, MasterCard. And we also have other partners as well. You know, if I had my K1 phone, I will show you that. That doesn't come until September, so y'all wait for it. And I'm gonna show you how to get you a K1 phone. Okay, as a matter of fact, this phone is one of our assets. It's connected to the KCB coin, which is one of our cryptocurrencies, okay, that you can get in bundles, right? Has the potential to make you a millionaire, okay? So it's connected to it. That coin is connected, the phone, all of this is connected to the coin. But you're able to handle transactions on the phone. It's completely unhackable, private, complete privacy, unlimited storage. Hello, you ever ran into those problems where you have too much storage? Like that happened 2 days ago. I said, when is my K1 phone coming? Like I was just looking like they gotta hurry up. So again, all of this, a part of one ecosystem. And it started with a free account. So if someone invited you to this here webinar, live stream, I'm gonna need you to get back with them. Look, if you're watching on Sharon's timeline and you like, Sharon, I've been seeing this stuff. I knew you've been plugged in, but I just been like, what is this that she's doing? I need you. Do me a favor. Do her a favor. Do your family a favor. Do your dream a favor.
Exactly.
Register for your free gold savings account. Why am I, the whole time, I think I was looking down at my picture and not looking at the camera. So, why y'all didn't tell me this the whole time? I'm looking at myself.
It's okay. We didn't know. If you hadn't said anything, no one would know. If you hadn't told us, we would not know.
I'm sitting here the whole time like, girl, what you doing? All right. So I like to have fun and just laugh. So yeah. Again, if you have questions about anything we shared tonight, you know, like how to get some of these assets. Of course, we couldn't show you cryptocurrency because it's digital. You're not going to be able to see. Here it is. You're not going to be able to see it. Okay. You're not going to be able to see it. And so you can turn that thing into something you can use. AT&T and other amazing companies out there are now accepting cryptocurrency.
Right.
Right. You got to be ahead of the pack, ahead of.
That's right.
So when the collapse happens with the dollar, you are ahead of the game. This is why 16 states in this country are now accepting gold as legal tender. You can use gold. You can use this. You can use that classic gold, that card, as a means of getting goods and services. This is why you need to make sure you get plugged in. That's all. Sharon, is there something else you want to share with the people before we exit?
I would just say, don't hesitate. Again, it's free. And I know that in this day and age, when you hear the word free, in the back of our minds, we always feel like there's some catch to it. There is no catch to this. I thought the same thing. Honestly, I was like, it can't be. but because normally when you open an account here, they make you put in something as a small, no, we don't require that. Carrot Bars doesn't require that. And I say we because we are affiliates with the company, meaning that we work with and for them. And they pay us
Right.
for helping, just for telling people about what we're doing. That's it.
Yeah.
This is going to benefit you in the long run more than it's going to benefit anyone else.
Yeah.
And that's what you have to see the value in this intrinsically for yourself and for your family. Nobody can force feed this to you.
Right.
And if you have more questions, we're here for you. We'll answer whatever we can. And what we can't, we got plenty of people who can. We have a plethora of people who are plugged in and who are constantly supporting us so that we're not alone. You are not alone, just like Michael Jackson said.
You are not alone.
Right. See, there you that's my girl. But no, you know, I've never felt like if I had a question, there wasn't someone I could go to and get an answer. I've never felt like, oh, this is a total scam and they're just out for my money, because it's like Lakeisha said, you're exchanging your current fiat currency for real money. That's all it is. Bottom line, whether it's digital or the cards or the dollar bill, that's what you're doing. You're going to do it anyway. Make it worth your while. That's what I have to say.
Yeah. Make sure that you get make sure that you get plugged in, and we'll definitely answer any questions you have. Here's the thing. We have this very special group too. We can't forget this. Within the winner circle, which is a smaller team that's going to be growing to like massive amounts of people, like 100,000 or more people. That's why we call this Project 5,000. We're equipping 5,000. That includes you with the roadmap to $1 million within 2 to 5 years. We want you to be one of those 20,000 that Dr. Harold Seitz has been talking about, that he wants to produce as far as being millionaires through the company. And so if you want to be, there's a very special group that we would love to add you to. Like if you want some information, let us know. Just say, go ahead and add me. Get back with that person who shared this video with you and say, add me to the group. We can add you to where you can get more information and learn more about this wealth building system. So on behalf of the Winner's Circle, on behalf of Wealth Builders Worldwide, which is the biggest team, right? Where the CEO is Mr. Ty Best, and the amazing Mr. Michael Delco. They're on their way to South Africa. We have these amazing incentives. But anyway, that's another webinar. Right, exactly. So again, we thank you so very much. We'll be back here, Lord willing, we'll be back here next Monday with another interview as well. So thank you so much, everyone. Be blessed. And of course, take care. Bye-bye, everybody.